Good morning, children. In the previous class, we started with History, Chapter 4, and we discussed about the earliest cities. And we also started with the ancient civilization, Harappan civilization, and we even discussed about Mohenjo-daro. So we studied the different lifestyle, how the infrastructure, how the water tank was built, and what was the different culture in Harappa, where it is situated in present day India, and how many people lived in Harappa. And the same thing we discussed about Mohenjo-daro. Today we will continue with the second part of this chapter in the earliest cities. Today we will discuss about the houses constructed in these cities, the life of the people, the streets, and various other things which are built and how they are built and why people constructed such infrastructures. So let's continue with the explanation. So children, I was telling you about the city, the ancient civilization called Harappa. Harappa is in modern day Pakistan. And children, do you know this site was discovered by East India Company? And how it is discovered? It is discovered when engineers, they were doing the construction of railway lines. And workers, they carried out thousands of bricks from the walls of the old buildings of the city to build railway lines. And many buildings were completely destroyed. It was about 80 years ago that archaeologist named Dayaram Sani, he could realize that it was an ancient city. And do you know, these cities developed about 4,700 years ago. And most of the sites in this civilization, they are in modern day Pakistan. So Harappan civilization, most of the civilization is in Pakistan. But some of the sites which are in India are, for Kalibangan in northern Rajasthan, Banawali in Haryana, Dholavira in Gujarat, and Lothal again in Gujarat. So in India also, few remains are still found in India too. This is the geography of the civilization, children. This is the Saraswati Valley sites, this is the Indus Valley sites, and this is again stage 1 in India's chronological order. The map is given in the book, you can go through it. Now children, what was special? Again and again we were talking about these cities. So what was special about these cities? Many of these cities, they were divided into 2 or more parts. And the part to the west was smaller but higher. And archaeologists, they describe this as the citadel. And the part to the east was larger but lower. And this is called the lower town. And children, very often walls of baked brick were built around each part. And the bricks, they were so well baked that they have lasted for thousands of years. And the bricks, they were laid in an interlocking pattern, and that made the walls strong. So the walls, they were very strong. Why? Because they were made of well baked bricks. Now what was again special about these cities? Now let's move to Mohenjo-daro. In Mohenjo-daro, a very special tank, which archaeologists call the Great Bath, was built in this area. As I have told you, the raised area, the higher part, it is known as citadel. So a very special tank was built, and the archaeologists called it as Great Bath. It was built in this area. And this was again lined with bricks, coated with plaster, and made watertight with a layer of natural tar, as you can see in this picture. Then there were steps leading down to it from two sides, while there were rooms on all sides. So there were steps made to move down to this area, and even there were rooms constructed from all sides, and water was probably brought in from a well and drained out after use. So it is a well set up system of water. Then Kalibangan and Lothal, they had fire altars. This fire altars where sacrifices may have been performed. So it's a place where the sacrifices were performed. Mohenjo-daro, Harappa and Lothal, they had elaborate storehouses. So this is the storehouse which is found in Mohenjo-daro, Harappa and even in Lothal in Gujarat. So children, you can see the picture and also you can enjoy its description. Then what type of houses were there, drains were there, and even streets were there in these two cities. Houses, they were either 1 or 2 stories high with rooms built around a courtyard. So houses, they had 1 story or 2 stories, and the rooms, they were built around a courtyard. Most houses, they had a separate bathing area, bathing area, and some had wells to supply water. So most of the houses, they had a separate bathing area, and some even had wells to supply water. Now the drains, although you cannot see it, each drain had a gentle slope so that water could flow through it. Very often, drains in houses were connected to those on the streets, and smaller drains led into bigger ones. And as the drains were covered, inspection holes were provided at intervals to clean them. All three, that is houses, drains and streets, were probably planned and built at the same time. So I hope children, you all have understood what they are telling about the houses. They had proper drainage system, and even the streets was built up with great concentration, and they were very well planned, and all three of it was planned at the same time. Now, life in the city. How was the life here? First, we shall discuss about a Harappan city. There were people who planned the construction of special buildings in the city, and these were probably the rulers. So the rulers, they planned the construction of special buildings in the city, and then the rulers, they sent people to distant lands to get metal, precious stones and other things that they wanted. So the rulers, they planned the infrastructure, the buildings in the city, and then they sent the people to the distant areas, to the distant lands to get metals, precious stones and other things which they wanted to decorate their cities with. And the rulers may have kept the most valuable objects such as ornaments of gold and silver or beautiful beads for themselves, and whatever was precious like gold, valuable objects like gold, silver, beautiful beads, they kept it for themselves. And the scribes, who were scribes? Who wrote by hand everything which was handwritten, who knew how to write, helped prepare the seeds, and perhaps wrote on other materials so they wrote on other materials about these cities and the people and the life in these cities. So they had the scribes who wrote each and everything about the rulers. Then new crafts in the city, objects that were made and found in Harappan cities. So what were the objects which were found here? The objects which were found here were made of stone, shell, metal, including copper, bronze, gold and silver. And copper and bronze were used to make tools, weapons, ornaments and vessels. So gold and silver, it was used to make ornaments and even vessels. And perhaps the most striking finds are those of beads, weights and blades. So these were the objects that were made here and also found in these Harappan cities. So children, archaeologists found many precious things also, objects also like shell and metal. Then copper and bronze were mainly used to make tools, weapons, ornaments, and gold and silver, they were used to make ornaments, and even vessels, they were made of gold and silver. Then the Harappans also made seals out of stone, and these are generally rectangular and usually have an animal carved on them. Then Harappans, they also made pots with beautiful black designs, and cotton was probably grown at Mehergarh in Pakistan from about 7,000 years ago. Actual pieces of cloth were found attached to the lid of a silver vase and some copper objects at Mohenjo-daro. Then, children, archaeologists have also found spindle wheels made of terracotta and faience, and these were used to spin thread. See how well the face is carved and how carefully the bead is shown. You can see it in the picture given in your book. And this must have been the work of an expert craftsperson. So you can see all these pictures which are given in the chapter. And this is the picture, the ornaments, the statue, the clay materials, the vessels, the utensils, everything which were made by the craftsmen. So children, I hope you have understood what all things the people did, how the cities were decorated, and how the people, they did the craft work, and the rulers, they decorated their cities, they decorated their buildings and brought the things from the nearby lands. Go through the chapter, read the chapter and try to understand it more clearly. Thank you. Good day.